Okay, let's go have fun. Let's go.
This is Utah Tech basketball and the John Judkins Coaches Show, presented by Red Rock NIL, empowering student athletes through local businesses.
Enjoy the win. Enjoy the win. Okay, good job. Good job.
And hi there again, everybody. Welcome to the John Judkins Coaches Show. Rob Zunda, along with the head coach of the Trailblazers, John Juddy Judkins. Coach, Texas two-step last week, Tarleton Thursday and Saturday at Texas Arlington. You were in both of those games, had chances to win it. Thursday against Tarleton, you lost by 7, then a 2-point loss Saturday. You made a comment after the Arlington game saying, we're getting better. And you could see that on the floor, even though the wins aren't there yet as much as you would like.
No, it was a good week. I mean, we had good practices. We had everything was we prepared them the best we could, and it just came up short. They hit some big shots. Both teams, when the game got on the line, they hit some shots and we didn't. We missed. And going back and watching film, that's where you learn the most. And man, we shot some tough shots against Arlington late. We're up 6 with about 3:36, something like that, and our next 4 possessions were really tough twos. Give them credit. They got us to shoot those, and then they came down and we either fouled or they got a shot. So they hit a big 3 in the corner when we were up. I think they were up 1. They hit a big 3 in the corner. It got them to 4, and then we made a run to cut it to 2 and so on. But again, like you said, there were some things that we did that I really liked. I liked our energy. I liked, the effort was there. It's just we didn't execute offensively as well as we should have late in the games. And then, we got to get to the foul line more. Yeah. And we just didn't do that.
All right, so 2 at Texas last week. You have 1 game this week. It's at home Thursday night against Abilene Christian. They're at the bottom of the standings, but we'll talk about them more in detail a little bit later. But they're 1-6 in conference play, but you can't look at their record because you're 0-5 against them all time.
Yeah, they're good. They're a good team. They execute. They really do a lot of they run their sets to a T. They're really crisp in that kind of situation, almost a lot like Utah Valley does. They've played, again, we're playing 3 Texas teams in a row. Hopefully we're getting used to how they play. They're very physical. They get out and deny and do a lot of things to make it a little bit different than we're used to. But I like our chances. And again, Rob, we're getting there. We got to get a couple wins. Yeah. I think the confidence of these guys will go to the sky, and you know how that is. You get on a winning streak and you can get on a losing streak. And right now we're on that losing streak.
All right, that's Thursday night, 7 o'clock in Burns Arena against Abilene Christian, 6:45 on pregame. All right, let's go back to Stephenville, Texas, Thursday against the Tarleton Texans as we take a look at the highlights. And Coach, you said that your first 8 minutes, some of the best basketball you played.
We did. We put that play in just for that game right there. Got a little wide open layup. Again, the first half, first 8 minutes, we were defending, we were executing. I mean, we're just getting layups and wide open shots. And then they got into us, started pressuring us, and we kind of backed away a little bit from it.
But your defensive effort is pretty good, too.
Really good, yeah. And again, we did everything. There's a good block by Toby. Again, the preparation was really good, and the guys bought in, and there we go.
And then when they trapped you, you were able to beat it those first 8-9 minutes.
We lucked out on that one. We got tipped, and he got it back. We got to do a better job of not throwing everything over the top. You got to fake high, go low, or fake low, go high. But again, got it to him. There's a wide open 3. We got to the key, Rod. That's our big thing we've been preaching is get the ball to the key and then spray it, or get the ball to the key and score. There's another one, a good drive, good kick. Noah's been shooting the last couple of games really well. Got to try to get him more shots.
Probably Misic. He's really been playing well the last couple of weeks.
He played really good on Saturday, probably the best we've had him so far. So we got to keep him going. Got to get out of bounds play again. Look where the ball went. Ball got to the key. Good things happen when we get the ball to the paint.
And then Akeem Bird, he's got that little floater and pull-up jumper down pat.
Yeah, he's getting a little bit more comfortable with our offense, using those ball screens, coming off, getting there. There's another good drive by Noah. Again, just exploding and being aggressive.
Yeah, because you were down 12 with just over 2 minutes left. Noah cut it to 7. Then your defense almost got a steal here, and they didn't have another angle of that because if they did, we could see it went off of Tarleton. You would have had the ball back, but
that's why I hate about reviews.
They got a couple of free throws. Then Awada hit a 3, and then That cut it to 5. And on the inbound, you did force a turnover. Your defense was quick and on fire the last couple minutes.
Yeah, we were working, again, we've been working on our little presses here and there, and we get one right there. And we got to continue to keep guys off balance. And when we do trap, we got to trap. All 5 got to be on the same page. But I love the effort. Again, the effort was there, Rod. It just, they hit some big shots, got some big stops late in the game, and we didn't. But that first 8 minutes was exactly, the tempo was good. Everything was solid, and then we went on that little stretch, like I told you before, that 16-minute mark to the 12-minute mark. Both halves were struggling offensively to score, and we were working on it. We're trying to figure that out. What it is it who's in the game? Is it what we're running? Is it what defense they're doing? We just got to do a better job of that little 4-minute stretch.
And you talked about it moments ago that you just didn't make the plays you needed to at crucial times down the stretch. After that turnover that you just saw, you had the ball with you're down 5, had a chance to cut it to 3 or to 2. You came up empty on that. They hit some free throws and then
you had a foul,
beat you by 7. But down 12 with 2 minutes left, it wasn't let's fold the tent and go home.
No, they won't. These guys won't quit, Rod. I'll give you that. These guys will not quit. They'll fight till the end. And I just got to have that same fight, that 16 to 12-minute mark.
Yeah.
And if we can get that, just like we did at the end, I think there's going to be some games turned around. We'll get it. We'll get it.
The freshman from France, Madiba Owana, he had only 3 threes the entire season coming in to Thursday. Hit 2 for 5 against Tarleton. And these weren't threes right on the line. They were 3 or 4 feet back. Yeah. He's starting to get a little more confidence there. What's that look on your face for?
Again, I think he's really worked on his shooting, which is good. I don't want to tell guys don't shoot. I want them to be confident and go into their shot. But the things that he does the best is getting to the rim. Yeah. And sometimes I think he kind of takes the easy way out and takes the long 3. And it's not just him. All of our guys are kind of doing that a little bit, which we like the 3 ball. We talk about the 3 ball. But sometimes I think we need to get there. TC's another one. TC's really worked hard on his 3. He's been shooting it really well in practice. I love that. But if I had to pick between him shooting a 3 or getting to the rim, I would prefer the rim. Yeah. I think he's so good at that, and he's so explosive. And that's kind of how Madiba is too as well. But we got to, when they're way off, you got to take that. Yeah. But when they're on you and they're flying at you, you got to be able to get by. But you're right, he has improved his outside shot. He hits a lot of shot clock. Yeah. The shot clock runs down, and he hits those threes a lot of times in those.
Noah and Hakeem only players in double figures. Hakeem led the way with 18, but Beon Riley really struggled against Tarleton. They really, were up in his grill. He only took 3 shots, Coach, he needs more than that as your main player.
Well, yeah, he was trying to do too much off the bounce. Instead of letting it come to him, he was trying. He wants to win so bad that sometimes he tries to do maybe too much. We call it don't do I game, we're a we game. We got to do it. Don't do your own one-on-one stuff. And but he's a competitor. He wants to win so bad. But we got to get him in spots where we can get him the ball that he feels comfortable in scoring. I think we could have hurt him in the low post with him in that game and just didn't get it to him very well. And he's got to want it. He's got to sit down and want it, but we got to do a better job of getting it to him. But, not a great game. And then the next game we only had him for a half. So it was kind of tough.
We'll talk about that in just a minute. But you're out-rebounded at Tarleton by 9. No fast break points.
Yeah, you got to kind of determine what do you want to do. We've been trying to push it up a little bit more. But that team, they're so into high tempo. They want to run and gun. We didn't want to get into that kind of a game. But we also, no matter who we play, we love to get it out and go. And if we have numbers, we take it. If we don't, we execute. We weren't doing that very good. And we've talked about that all week long. Hey, let's get out and get some easy baskets. Because transition defense is one of the hardest things to teach. Yeah. And even with teams that pressure you, they sometimes don't get back or they hug their guys. And that's where you can – you can get some easy baskets. Something we're working on right now, try to get better.
You've done a nice job this entire season on keeping the turnovers down and keeping points off turnovers. But 16 turnovers led to the Texans 20 points. That kind of hurt you a little bit.
We had 11 at half. Yeah. Way too many. And we had 5 in the second half. But again, our goal is 13. Less than 13 is what we got to do with these teams that really pressure you. We have that same problem again on Thursday. These guys are going to get into us, deny us. We got to take care of the ball. If we do, we'll do it. But we have improved a lot on that from last year to this year. that's one thing I really feel good about.
Okay, so you're still in Texas, Stephenville. You had to make the trip back to Arlington, just outside of Fort Worth. Had a nice stop at Heart 8 for the barbecue.
Yeah.
You know, that's the important thing for me. So then you go to Arlington, and they were kind of in the same position. They'd lost their first 4 conference games, but then they had won 3 in a row. So they were kind of on a roll right there going into that game Saturday afternoon.
Well, their first 4 conference game they had, they were at Tarleton, they were at us, they were at where was it? Southern Utah.
Utah Valley, too, I think.
And then Utah Valley. So their 4 losses, they start off with, all 4 of them were on the road. It's hard to win on the road, Rod. It really is, and there's no excuse for it, but it's just a tough thing to do. They're a lot better than what they show. We got them here. We shot the ball extremely good here, and so I knew they were going to be flying at us on the 3-point line and do that. But we had many chances to win that game, and not having Beyond in the second half hurt us. But I love the guys. I drove up on the board at halftime. Hey, we all got to step up. Next man, one down, next man up. And that doesn't mean that guy comes in and tries to be Beyond. We're not saying that. We're saying that, hey, everybody, when a guy goes down, everybody's got to play a little bit better. Everybody's got to hustle a little bit more. Everybody's got to rebound a little bit more. Those are the things that how you to replace a player like that who goes down.
Talking with Trailblazer head coach John Judkins on the John Judkins Coaches Show. All right, let's go to Saturday afternoon in Arlington, Texas against Texas Arlington, coach. And you had great ball movement to start things off here. And Beyond found Noah for a wide open 3.
Yeah, I said Beyond's one of our best passers in that post. Again, Noah's shooting the ball really well. He didn't have a lot of space right there, but he's ready to shoot, catch and shoot, and good. There's one of our out-of-bounds plays. Akeem comes off it. They've been jamming our middle up a little bit, and so we thought we could hurt them with some outside stuff, handoffs, and that's what we did.
Beyond had 8 rebounds. He's 1 for 7 shooting, but at the end of the first half, he was re-injured his shoulder. Didn't play in the second half.
Yeah, again, he had a couple like that. He put back and made it. He had another one that he missed it twice like that. But again, I like that one. He was aggressive. He got to the hole and just missed it. Again, there's Akeem coming off a high ball screen, read the defense, goes under, keeps him on his back, and hits a shot. And then Noah hits a 3 again. Now we're running a little bit here. It's not fast, but it's kind of an early offense. Great.
And here's Pavley.
Yeah, rejection of the screen. The big guy came over to block it, and Pavley's there to clean it up. Again, one of the best games I've seen him play for us.
Played the most minutes since the Whittier game, and then here, great passing and a goaltending call for 2.
Yeah, again, high-low. Stone makes a great pass to Mediva, and he finds Pavley wide open. There's a great screen, great shot fake by Noah. Yeah, gets his feet set, knocks it. They're going to fly at Noah, no question.
That gave you a 2-point lead. Then, when they tried to trap, Coach,
what do we do?
Look what happened. Owana,
the shot clock.
Hutchings.
Yeah, the shot clock was running down too. He did a good job pivoting, being physical with the ball. Again, he faked low and went high, which we teach, and he did a really good job finding the open guy. Again, there's another rejection of a screen, way to get his feet set, wide open 3.
Yeah, Bird and Noah took over late in the second half.
Yeah, they shot the ball really well. But we just didn't score out for that 3-minute drive. There's a great drive, another good follow by our big. Their big was really come over trying to block it.
Okay, you had a 2-point lead with 4 minutes left. Toby had 7 points, 4 rebounds, 2 blocks. 3 minutes left, Noah 3. Now you have a 5-point lead, Coach, but then you went scoreless for 2.5 minutes, and with 20 seconds left, you were down 4, and this inbound pass was just crazy.
Yeah, we talk about that. You're going to get it in crucial time. You're going to get it, and those guys made great eye contact, and I get a 2-on-1, so now it makes us down being 1. Yeah. And then they came down and hit that 3 in the corner that kind of hurt us. And then we ran a play right here, and this is the last of the game.
Didn't have a chance.
Yeah, we just probably goofed that up a little bit of nothing against JB, but probably should have had somebody else in that situation. But the play before that, we were down 4. We ran a play and got fouled. I think we were down 3 at the time, and we got fouled, and he made both foul shots to cut it to 1, and then they hit a big shot.
Yeah.
They hit some big shots on us, and we kind of missed some. That 3-minute mark you're talking about, we didn't score for a while. That's the one I was telling you about. We had like 4 possessions where we shot some really contested shots. Yeah. And they were overplaying us. They were getting into us. We got to be stronger. We got to back cut. We got to do some things to get better shots in that situation.
And you talked about late game execution. Haven't been in a lot of close games this year either way, and so that would come with more experience, right? Because you did make a lot of great plays to get yourself there, and go back to Tarleton that you had to make to get yourself back into the game too. So the plays are there. It's just not enough of them when you need them, I guess.
We've had a lot. The more do you think? We've had 3. We had, the Montana one, we had the Weber one, we had this one, and all 3 of them are losses. And so we got to get better in those late game situations. And so that's why I challenged them after the game. I said, we do this in practice. We got to do it this intense. We got to have our defense playing this hard. It works great in practice when the defense doesn't play hard, and we got to get that competitive. And I'll tell you, this week has been that.
Okay, Micic, 16 points, 4 for 5 from the floor, 8 points, 4 rebounds, and you really need him to continue his progression to be better, because you need a big guy in there.
Yeah, we do, and he's done a good job. And we got to get Toby back, and he hasn't played great the last 3 or 4 games. And not saying shooting wise, just the energy, the toughness, the rebounding, and I had a good talk with him this week, and his last 2 days in practice has been really, really good.
Okay, Noah had a career high 25 points. He was 5 for 9 from 3-point land. Hit 6 3-pointers against Abilene Christian or Texas Arlington when they played here a couple weeks ago. Bird 20 points, 4 of 6 from 3 with 3 assists. So your shots were there, and you made some shots. Now you're out rebounded by Arlington by 10. Or you out-rebounded Arlington by 10. You outscored them by 6 in the paint. You committed only 7 turnovers. You had 27 second-chance points to their 6.
Yeah.
Coach, you know how I love stats, and stats usually don't lie.
Yeah, you forgot one other column right
here
there.
it is, yeah. Oh. They had 27 free throws, and they made 19. You had 6 free throws, and you made 5 of those free throws. So that's a 14-point difference at the line. You lose by 2. Yeah. Now, not going to complain again. It's not a complaint against the refs. Explain you're undersized, and you've got to figure out something to get to the line and to close that gap a little bit more, right? Because that free throw discrepancy cost you the game at Utah Valley too.
It did. And again, you're trying to get me fined with the officials.
No, I'm saying not complaining the officials.
No,
not that.
No, again, I mean, you can ask you that question when he comes on, but we prepared them all week long, guys. They're not going to call fouls. You've got to be tough. You got to be strong, and we tried that. And what I told them, you can't hope for fouls. You got to make them call the foul. And be more aggressive, and their team they were driving harder, they were dipping shoulders. We were kind of getting bumped off, hoping to get a foul instead of actually getting a foul. But again, that's crazy. I mean, we barely made it in the bonus the last 2 minutes of the game against Arlington, in the last 2 fouls. So something that we got to get better. We got to be more aggressive. We got to be the aggressor. We got to be tougher to draw those fouls, and we can't hope for fouls or try to get that call. We just got to make the official call. But it's a rough game in Texas. That's just how they play, and it's not just us. I go look at the other teams that go back there, and the same thing happens to them too. So something that hopefully the referees look at that and see that. But again, it's easy to blame it on that, but we got to take control of that ourselves.
Okay. All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back, hip, hip, Touray. You, Touray. Will join us. That's when the John Judkins Show comes back.
D.R. Horton is America's largest home builder, but with a local heart. Nestled just west of the Sand Hollow Recreation Area is a 600-acre master-planned community with beautifully designed single-family homes, cottages, and townhomes called Long Valley. Visit us at drhorton.com. and join us in continuing the American dream of home ownership and build your next home with D.R. Horton, America's builder.
Experience the magic of southern Utah from the sky and the ground at Confetti Pebbles Hot Air Balloons. They take you on breathtaking journeys across the stunning landscapes of St. George, Hurricane, and beyond. But why just visit when you can live here? Priority First Real Estate is dedicated to helping you find your dream home. Together, they bring you closer to the community, closer to nature, closer to home. Confetti Pebbles Hot Air Balloons and Priority First Real Estate, where adventure meets home.
Hey there, sports fans. Ready to take a time out from the sidelines and jump into the action? St. George Regional Airport has you covered. Score big with convenient flights that take you from our Red Rocks to destinations around the globe. Whether it's the bright lights of L.A., or an exotic getaway across the Pacific, your adventure starts right here at home. When you're planning that epic getaway, St. George Regional Airport is your home field advantage. Here comes Madiba Owana, 3-ball Turay. Hip, hip, Turay.
Yeah, that was Yu Turay right here now joining us on the John Judkins Coaches Show, the senior from Phoenix, Arizona. Yu, good to see you, buddy.
Good to see
welcome,
you too.
Welcome back.
Thank you for having me again.
This is the first time this year you've been here.
Yes, sir.
Had you last year. And so just for those saying, is Yu your real name? Tell them what your first name is
My
and
first name's
why you're called Yu.
First name's Uniza. Full name's Uniza Turay, and Yu's a nickname my mother gave me. So
that's right. And it's
Just,
stuck ever since,
yeah.
right? All right. Yu, from a player's perspective, you come off that tough Texas road trip. Tough place to play. They play physical brand of basketball, but you guys were right there. And it has to give you confidence saying, you know what, we were right there, even with all the peripheral stuff that was going on, and fouls, and they were getting the benefit of the calls. You guys were right there. You had a chance. So does that give you any kind of confidence now as you get ready for the second half of conference schedule?
most definitely it does. It shows us that, like Coach said, we don't give up. Even towards the end, you see we always mount a comeback. So I would piggyback off of Coach and say, like, we need to just have that intensity the whole game. And we've been seeing that this week in practice as well. We've been competing and going at each other real hard. So.
Yeah. And has your role changed a little bit now this year compared to last year? And how are you handling that? And your thoughts on where you're at right now?
Yes, sir. It has a little bit. I feel like I need to step up a little bit more in a leadership role, like communicating since I am a returner, and just keeping that positive energy with the team, because I do have a great relationship with all of my teammates, and I feel like I have their ear. So just being as positive as I can towards them and just keeping the energy going, leading by example, especially on the defensive end first.
And here's one that you kind of like about his energy off a missed shot, Coach, that he was able just to get his own rebound and get after it.
Yeah, loose ball gets a little spin
Yeah.
cycle we call that. A little, that was good.
Here's my favorite shot from Yu Turay last year. Cal Baptist beating the halftime buzzer. I love that. That's one of my all-time favorites since I've been here.
Yeah, we've hit a couple of those like that. Even, not him, but Akeem's hit two like that going into half as well. But again, what he said, he hasn't played as much as he probably wants to right now, and it'd be easy to get down and be, a bad teammate or whatever. He's not that way. That's what I love about him so much is he keeps fighting, he keeps talking, he wants to win, and he'll do whatever it is. If it's on the bench or it's on the court or if it's wherever it is. At the Utah Valley game, I walk in the locker room after I got off the show with you, and there he is talking to 4 or 5 of our guys and say, hey guys, this is what we got to do. We got to continue. Just leading and being that leader. Because again, he wants to play more than he is. Who doesn't? They all want to play. They all want a lot of minutes. But I love his attitude, and I told him the other day, you got to continue to do that. And when you get your chance, you got to be ready. You can't pout about stuff. You got to just be ready. And he hasn't done that at all. He's always been ready to go. That's very impressive as a coach.
And he's not just giving you coach talk. He told me when nobody was around, he said, I love this guy. He's a great teammate, and I love having him on my team. So you've got to know that he's in your corner and that he loves having you on this team and what you bring. Even though you don't see as much time as you'd like on the floor, right? You know that, right?
We've had plenty of conversations of where he wants me to be my best at, like where he sees I could be my best at. He's constantly telling me, like, defense, because I do love defense. It's the competitive nature in me. I want us to win so bad. So, like he said, I'll do whatever. If you want, I could be the shortest guy, but if you want me to go rebound, I'll go rebound. If that's all you want me to do for us to win, I'll do whatever it takes. So I can tell that love and support is there, because he's not just letting me just do whatever and falling over the wayside. He's telling me the areas to correct in order to see the floor more or to be, successful as a team.
You mentioned being the shortest guy who's going to get the rebound. Misery loves company. I've always been short my whole life. And, who's shorter, you or Hakeem?
I think Hakeem, we're about the same height, honestly.
Yeah?
Pretty close,
it depends on the hairstyle we both choose to go out with that day, Sometimes if I rock the fro, I'm a little taller. If he has his hair out, then he's taller. So it's we're neck and neck.
I would bring up the movie clip from Fletch. You know, he's 6'4", 6'8" with the afro. But I brought this up to the guys, and I had to explain it to him and show him the clip because he didn't know who Chevy Chase was.
Yeah, they don't know. Those are way back, Rod. They don't know.
I didn't understand until he showed me. I was like, okay, yeah.
You had to chuckle.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
I was like,
yeah. All right, so you talked about it a little bit, but now that as you get ready to go into the second half of the season and try to make a push for the conference tournament, and if you do things well, the NCAA tournament, that would be the ultimate goal. What do you need to do as a senior leader, not just in the locker room, but on the floor as well, to improve your game to help your team get to where you want to go?
So honestly, personally, I would say I need to do better with defensive rotations, being in the right spots, and also I would say just getting to the basket more. Because when I get to the basket, I feel like everything slows down for me and I can facilitate better being in the lane. And like our offense is ran through playing off 2 feet and kicking out to the open man or making the read. If the defender tags, then I got the skips to the corner to my shooters, whether it's Noah or JB or Tennessee out there. So I feel like just slowing down and playing with a good change of pace to be able to create.
And I'm glad that he said that, Coach, because every time he comes in, he forces the issue. He makes sure that he tries to get into the paint, either kick it out or go to the rim. And so he tries to make things happen as soon as he gets in. He doesn't wait.
Yeah, again, he's aggressive. He's the aggressor is what we always said, and he's strong. You know, and again, we talked about getting bumped off our lines. He's one guy that can stay on his line. He doesn't get bumped off very much. We got to get him to get to the paint, like you said. He can finish. He jumps really well. He can finish there, but also, like you just said, he sees things. You know, side to side stuff doesn't work really good. You got to get that penetration, and that's where I think he's his best. But sometimes it's hard to get guys to do that when guys are getting really physical with you. But I think his strength is to get there, get into the hole, reading the defense. Like he said slow down. Doesn't mean slow down by driving slow. Just slow the game down, see what's open, what the big does. You know, when we come off a ball screen as a big catching, they're helping on us, and our big's rolling, who's taking him? If someone's taking him, then somebody else is open. Yeah. And that's what he's really, really worked on and has done that. So we got to keep him going. But again, love the attitude, and he's going to get his shot again, and he'll be ready.
Well, in order for you guys to make a run in the conference tournament and a chance for the NCAA tournament, guy like you going to have a big impact and be a vital part of where you guys want to be.
Oh, exactly. I mean, you talked about Pavle last game. I mean, he played, 8 minutes?
Yeah.
You know, but he gave us a big spark. If you plays 8, 9, whatever, you know, just to come in and give us those guys a rest, but also give us a spark, that's going to help us. Yeah. Okay. And that's what we got to do.
All right, we are going to take a break. When we come back with Coach Juddy and Yu Toure, we have treats. And we'll get you ready for Thursday night against Abilene Christian. That's when the John Judkins Coaches Show comes back.
Welcome to St. George Academy, home of the Dragon Slayers, where academic excellence meets individualized learning right here in Southern Utah. At St. George Academy, we believe in challenging our students with rigorous curriculum, preparing them for a demanding college experience and beyond. And it's all tuition-free. Our unique Pathway University program offers accelerated courses, allowing students to earn college credits in high school. Experience the St. George Academy difference, schedule your tour today, and join us on your educational journey.
Yesco is a proud partner of Trailblazer Sports Vision and Utah Tech Athletics. Yesco specializes in manufacture of custom electric signs and displays. From the smallest to the largest, Yesco can design, manufacture, install, and maintain an identification package that is tailored to your specific needs. Yesco has been serving Utah businesses for well over 100 years with quality signage and exceptional service. To see how Yesco can serve you, go to yesco.com.
Craving something sweet but healthy? Come to Berries and Cream, the original spot for fresh berries in our delicious sweet cream. Locally owned and operated right here in St. George. We offer a cold, refreshing treat that's perfect for the southern Utah climate. Fresh fruit has never tasted so good. Berries and Cream, the original taste of St. George.
All right, welcome back, everybody, to the John Judkins Coaches Show. Rod Zundel, Juddy, and Yu Toure, the senior guard from Phoenix, Arizona, getting ready for Thursday night. Only one game this week. Burns Arena, 7 o'clock against Abilene Christian. Toure, ACU comes in at 1-6. Can't look at their record because this will be the 6th meeting with Utah Tech and ACU, and you haven't beat them yet. So it's Thursday night. Might as well get number one right there, right?
Thursday. Yep.
So talk about them. They're kind of in the same mentality as the other Texas schools. They like to get after you and get physical, and they got big boys.
Yep. Like you said, they're aggressive. They're overly aggressive in the gap. They like to use their defense to create offense, and so I feel like where we have to focus is just we have to be tough, and I feel like that's been the key factor for a lot of the games we've lost is toughness for the full game. Like, we'll have toughness in spurts, like say Coach will chew us out or something, or he'll that's when we'll decide, like, okay, Coach is mad, so now we got fire. Now we need to be mad too, but I feel like it shouldn't have to get to him doing that. We should have that fire from jump. We should want to win, like, more than he wants to win, honestly, because sometimes I feel like the coaches want it more than us, and that can't be the case.
He sounded like a coach, Juddy.
like
What
I said,
do you
he's-
want to do when you have to, after basketball, when you have to get a real life?
Honestly, I wanted to be a sports agent for the longest.
Sports
so
agent, right?
just
He
be
wants to go
around-
where the money is,
yeah,
doesn't
just
he?
be around other athletes, my
You're
friends.
smart.
So
good.
Met your pops here, so he came in the last home game. So cool family. They were nice.
What's really cool with him too is every time we go on a road trip, he is so friendly to us, but also to other people he meets.
Yeah.
So I met Tarleton, for example. He doesn't even know this. I met Tarleton, and this lady comes up to me. She has purple hair, and she says, "I just sat and talked to your little point guard for 15 minutes." He is the nicest guy. He is, just a great guy to talk with. And then we fly a lot, and guys sitting next to him, and hey, your guy. I mean, he is really good at that, and people he's a good PR guy. So I think he could be a great sport agent.
Yeah.
That way, getting out and talking and getting that way. So
All right.
appreciate
Well,
that.
be a nice guy, except for Thursday night.
Yeah,
Don't
go
be
get
nice.
him. On the court, we're not a nice guy.
All right, it's time for treats
Oh.
from Berries and Creams at the shops at Zion. Okay, they got the berries and cream. This one is your banana, and you want that one, right? Go ahead.
Oh,
and this is a chocolate one. We haven't had
Yeah.
chocolate before.
I'll try that.
It's got some chocolate chips, and it's
Yeah.
it's got raspberries.
Yeah, raspberry,
chocolate raspberries.
raspberry.
Take a big old helping spoonful there,
try
and
that.
you're gonna like it. You're gonna want to go there every night. Good stuff, huh?
Mm-hmm.
All right,
Thank
Thursday
you.
night, Abilene Christian, the Wildcats are in town. Thursday night, 7 o'clock, 6:45 pregame here on Trailblazer Sports Vision and the Fan Sports Radio Network. Guys, let's get win number 1 against those Wildcats.
Let's get on a roll.
All right, see you Thursday.
you.
Bye-bye.